Last we left off, we were doing a bunch of this. And honestly, that was the most exciting part about being in Muldraugh, because the loot was not so great. Hell, if I wanted those loot, I would have just stayed in Louiseville. But no, that's not the point of why I traveled to Muldraugh and why I'm heading towards West Point, which is also where we're going to be seeing next. Now, from my personal experience, I knew that whenever you move into a new town, there will be a horde of zombies waiting for you. And the road leading up to West Point makes that point kind of clear. As I get closer and closer to West Point, the more zombies I run into. And once I get into West Point, despite the fact that it is a very small town, there is going to be a lot of zombies that I might not be able to take care of in time for me to take a good night's rest. Which is why I had to come up with a plan. And as I was driving down this road towards West Point, and I thought of one. Why don't I do what I did at Muldraugh? Why don't I just scream, yell, and just attract all these zombies? And after I catch the attention of, I don't know, 50 zombies, 100 zombies, I'll just lead them away, leaving my choice of residence completely zombie free. And as for why I chose to stop in front of this house, bad image. Hold on for a second. Let me do a little bit of a close-up. Alright. This house. No particular reason. It's not like it's the first house that I used in my first ever Zomboid playthrough, which this is not. While I could have stayed there, it's not where I ended up. No, I'll be staying in that house. But before I live anywhere, it's time for me to lead the zombies away in another chase. Cue the music. After shouting and running around like a madman to attract all of the zombies in the area, I lost them all in the nearby forest. When I came back, I found myself asking a question. Which house did I want to stay in? Before all of the chase, I wanted to rest in the house that I parked my car in front of. But there was a bunch of zombies there, and I was not in the mood to do that whole roundabout zombie gathering and losing them in the forest again, especially so late into the night. So I went to the other houses further down the street. This was when I chose that house as my place of residence. But before I could go in, I needed to clear out some hobos loitering outside. After securing both the outside and the inside, I took a good look around. The house was in good condition, except for the window that the zombie just broke in through. So I did what I needed to do and tore apart some furniture to barricade the windows. And then, it was time to sleep. Day 8 began like any other for this malnourished and hungry survivor. Eat, 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 until I can't eat. No, wait. Oh, sorry, that's apparently not what I did. Apparently, watching the television for the cooking level was much more important. And then I ate. And what was the plan for the day? Well, Considering that I didn't find the sledgehammer that I wanted back in Muldraugh, I wanted to go around West Point till I found one. I knew that there were two hardware stores in West Point. One that was at the west end of the downtown, and the other one that was attached to the food store closer to the center. However, I didn't want to go there right away. I was closer to the school and wanted to go and get some books from there. Part of this was because I'm a book goblin who likes having a complete collection. Ish. Another part of this was I was hoping to find the sledgehammer in one of the large house garages between my temp shelter and the West Point High School. It's a high school, right? Right. So I had three goals: books, sledgehammer, and survive. Simple and easy. And then I stepped outside, and that's a lot of zombies right there. So, after taking care of a straggler, I turned around and went straight toward the school. And put down the zombo on the way. Put down even more zombos. Put down an entire house of rabid fans. And even more zombos. More. 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 Finally, after what felt like forever, I got to the first large house. Unfortunately, I found myself staring down a couple zombies. So it's time to start killing again. And that's the last of them. There is something quite cathartic about bashing in some skulls. I hope that doesn't sound too psychotic. After dispatching a few more zombies, here I was at West Point High School. It's a high school, right? Anyways, a quick burglary and putting down a few more zombos. I was at the library and I got to collecting. Now, after this, nothing really happened aside from me collecting the books and then booking it straight towards my new West Point home. Well, aside from the fact that I had to kill a few more zombies on the way. But apart from that, nothing happened. The zombies that I found in the morning was still there, just in a different location, but around the same place. So that wasn't an issue. And I went in. It was already late, and the TV was on. I was about to play another educational series, so I sat down, listened, and that's how day 8 came to an end. Alright, so that's the third video of the series done. First off, I would like to thank everyone who is still here at the end of the video to look at this little bit of a author's note, editor's note, the content creator's note. Yeah, whatever you call it, this is that area. And the first thing that I want to point out is that I am actually a little bit dissatisfied by the continually decreasing amount of in-game days in each of my video, but the length of my video seems to stay the same, while the amount of work that also goes into the video has increased. But I guess that also shows how much I've improved, because if you look at the first video and you look at this video, you'll see that certain techniques have improved and certain things I've done away with. I initially didn't want to do the voicing part of all this video talking because I didn't want to. But then I realized after doing the video editing, not only did talking make it easier for me to tell this story, but it also reduced my workload because I didn't have to go along and type every single thing I wanted to say. And not talking also limited how much I could convey. So I've improved some things, I've done away with some ideas, and overall, I think I am improving, and that's a good thing. I like that. I still don't like how my workload seems to be improving, but the content doesn't seem to be increasing. But that's just how it is. Anyway, thanks for listening to the little bit of the author's note bit here, and I hope to see you in the next video.